Bethenny is also moving to Florida. What was kind of your reaction to that? You know, we got some big moves happening, especially with you too.
I think that, moving to Florida is always a good idea when you're at that second stage of your life. I mean, it's a homestead state, so it's really good to protect your finances. So that was a really, really smart move for her. And just to like have, relax and just like kind of like just take these next, whatever it is, 30 years and just really for her to really, really enjoy. I think that's a great idea for her.
Kelly, are you still emailing Andy about who should be on next season of Roni?
I love it like it's emailing, like it's a constant thing. In fact, it's funny because I've only emailed Andy about his kids, saying how cute they are. And I sent his little daughter, Lucy, this big, massive teddy bear. And then, after Roni came out, and I love Jenna and I love Uba, and I've known Jenna literally for a long, long, long time. And I just was, I think it was hard it's not a disservice to them. It was just hard because they didn't have a castmate to like bring them along. And I think it was hard for them. And also, one thing that, is a Bravo no in my book is, this branding, like there is no branding. You're supposed to be, I want to know what you're thinking about your friendship, the push, the pull, how you interact, how you intersect. That's what Housewives is about. And it's about, how these different women intersect. It's not about their personal brands. I don't even know what their brands are. I've never even heard of their brands before. So that was kind of like, what? And I'm not a big, big proponent, as everyone knows, of, self-promotion on TV. I feel like you should just really really be in the moment and having these, strong human relations. And then if people pick up on it and they want to, promote you, that's great. But I'm not a big proponent of, of brand promotion on reality. I think it's just super disingenuous.
Yeah. They are recasting. Would you ever do it again? Have there been any conversations?
And they gave Andy a great list of people. And he was like, some of the people said no. I said, actually, you're wrong. They said yes. They said they would do it with me. I was like, so you're wrong. But, I think that, I definitely would go back on if it were like, people that were interested in just really, showing off New York and their New York lifestyles and being open to, showing, talking about their flaws and exploring new ways to be better. That's what I'm really, really interested in. And to argue a little bit and to the little cat fight.